And welcome everybody back to Stanley Indoor Bowls Club for the second session in the World Open Singles Qualifier. Our featured game is a repeat of a game that was played yesterday between Paul Hartley and Chris Carswell. Paul got the better of it yesterday, so Chris will be looking for a bit of revenge. They were on rink number 1 yesterday. Now they're on rink 8, so they're loving these end drinks, mate.
Yep.
Just a quick shout out before I hand over to my right hand man for a minute to young Owen Kent, who beat Malcolm Johnson in the tie break. No doubt he'll become the youngest to have won a round of the PBAs, aged 14.
Great achievement. This should be a cracker. Some good games on the green at the moment in this session as well. Mr. Higgins, who got beat in the final of the Scottish qualifier last night against Jack Bird, has got a tough little opener there against Colin Stevenson.
I have to say, Mr. Hartley looks very dapper there in a,
oh, he's looking beautiful.
in a nice pink number.
Have we got any player profiles for these two? Or?
No, mate, we'll just have to do what we usually do.
Right, so we've got Chris Carswell, who's recently been out in Australia. I think we did have one. He's been out in Melbourne playing in the Pennants. We probably got one off yesterday. We'll have a little dig through our paperwork. There it is. There, look. There we go, man. From Kilwinning. He's 29-year-old. Indoor club is Ardrossan. Outdoor club is West Kilbride. He was a junior international 2017, 18, 19. He was outdoors. Qualified for the World Singles 2019 and was World Under 25 semi-finalist in 2018. Uses Tiger 2s. Favourite indoor rinks is Poole, Stanley and Falkirk. Favourite food is Indian. And he's into items of interest. He loves more sports. And as we said, he's played pennant in Melbourne for Fitzroy Victoria very recently. He's just come back and I believe he's heading back out there again in the near future. Paul Hartley hasn't done one, so we've got Paul Hartley, who is from the South Shields Vipers Club. Paul is a former National Champion of Champions winner in... when were you Champion of Champions winner, Paul? 1974, so we won it?
That's when I was born.
That's when you were born, is it?
Unbelievable.
2010ish maybe, something like that. I know he was National Champions. England international. Plays with Tigers. And seeing as he didn't provide us with a player profile for him, he was a former international tap dancer for the English team in his spare time, and also loves to go to the ballet. There's a tester for your camera straight away, your camera skills. Seamless, look at that, seamless.
And he has to neat your heart out.
And for those who maybe didn't get a chance to watch yesterday, he's extremely honoured to be watching this live stream at the moment, because in the semi-finals Richie and Jason spoke for 17 minutes before Richie decided to realise he hadn't gone live. He hadn't even pressed the button, so they've been talking to nobody for 17 minutes.
It was a wonderful intro, that. It was probably our best intro that we've done, me and JP.
Probably the best commentary for 17 minutes, if you're honest.
Well, people wouldn't notice because they'd turn us off anyway.
Good balls.
At least I never swore. Unlike someone previous. Anybody who was offended by the language in the last
it was a pure accident. For those who didn't hear, I tried to say it slightly shorter, but got my names mixed up a little. Let's see who we've got on the stream for this one.
Good line from Chris. I just ran by. We'll run through the other 7 games that's on.
Good line here again from Chris. He's close to this jack. Got to be close to the jack with this. Good balls. Good balls. That little touch might have brought Paul's side ball in, maybe. Paul's just under the line again here. I think he's just struggling to hold that line down there. Gets off his own, he makes second. Yep. One to Chris.
Good opening end, that mate. Compact.
Darren Parks is in the house, he says. I'm walking all right. I felt better this morning getting out of bed than I did standing up after that last session of the 8:30 session. Stiffened up a little bit in this chair. A loose ball from Chris there, drawn in the ditch. And a good opener from Paul.
Just a quick run through of the other games. We've got John Carswell playing Stanley-based Ryan Henson. Lee Collins, who made semi-finals yesterday, is playing one of my co-commentators from yesterday, Danny Porter. Local lad Stevie Bennett is playing Chris Bradley. Rory Taylor, who we saw on the live stream yesterday, is playing Rhys Vaughan. Colin Stevenson is playing Mark Higgins, beaten in yesterday's final. And Gary McFetus, who did tremendous to reach the quarterfinals, went out on the tiebreaker to Mark. He's playing Alex Bryden, who qualified in the UK Open in March. So
some good games.
Interesting games, mate, yeah.
Another good end from the two boys here. don't know if this is quite up, Chris. Great line as well. So a chance here for Paul. Get a little tickle on that jack. You might make a 3. Just over the pace from Paul. Good effort.
Going to have a few When Harry Met Sally moments, I think.
Well, Paul's sticking with his inside hand again, but he's tending to cut underneath down this hand. I would have said on this fuller length he's probably going to do more swat, which he has. I mean, not just getting out of that top line that hangs a little bit. It'll be interesting to see if he persists. Chris is down the open hand on this fuller length. And a good opener. Touch short. Still not sure Paul's high enough down that line. He's got extra pace, so he's held it.
I don't know whether Paul can get wide enough.
I don't think he can. I don't think he can. That's why I was intrigued to see whether he maybe switch, because we played a shorter length this way and he was still cutting underneath. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't switch.
A good line from Chris.
Yeah, his pace is better as well. And all over that if he cleared his own. Paul's sticking with it. Must fancy.
He's gone up the line at this end.
Well, he must fancy he can get centre with this. He's definitely on a higher line this time.
Better line on down to his pace, mate. We'll see it in a minute.
Yeah, that's where it hangs out there for a bit, and then it'll come late. If his pace is good, he's perfect.
Better here.
There we go. Difference of about a ball and a half to getting to the top side of the jack or cutting underneath.
Yeah. I'll be surprised if Chris does a little dabble at this, mate.
He's just going on the draw.
Yeah, it's gone a little bit.
It's on a good line. On a really good line.
Hold on to pace here.
Really good line. Is he going to get down? Well,
you know, he's probably about a foot.
Paul needs another one in the mix here. He'll certainly not mess about with his next one if Paul doesn't make this count.
Chris was about a foot over pace, mate, and just didn't
quite.
get down.
Paul's slightly under that line he played last time again.
For the white here.
He's over the pace again.
He's
going to sit right in. Yeah, great ball. I'll give you 2 guesses what's coming up here. And I think you'll only need one. I think this will be a decision of 20 yards of pace or 30 yards of pace straight through that last ball. If he draws it, I'm going home.
Yeah, it's gone quick.
It's very close as well. Very close. Yep, there we go. 3 shots.
Yeah.
Mary Berry of the North, Dawn Jackson, wishing Paul good luck. Never mind dropping comments on there. Where's our scones?
How are you?
Get Ian in the car and get them scones up here. Not one person bothered to send us any cheesecake yesterday. Next time you watch the Wrong Bias podcast stream and it's £1 to go, alright? Good start from Paul. And a good reply from Chris as well.
I had a big good crack on with Chris comment on the commentary yesterday, mate. I was asking about his Australian experience. He says it's a different world over there, mate, bowls-wise. The way the sport's looked upon by the government, the clubs, the greens, and
In the early days of our podcast, mate, we had to make the conscious decision of sort of refraining from mentioning Australia too much, because that's we talked about it a lot, didn't we? And you know, my thoughts out there. It is a different world, but we seem to, everything that we talk about in this country, we always seem to compare it to the Australia, and it's just a different kettle of fish, unfortunately.
he's gone down to Pierce.
Very close. Is he going to get back?
Can we catch the back ball, I think?
Yeah, it's a great ball.
Well
Great ball, Paul.
Definitely 2.
Wondering whether he might just have a little rip through these 2 outside red balls. He's got a chance of getting all 3. It's quite a tight draw. He's got plenty to sit off the back of, but I'm just wondering percentage-wise whether he'll go through these 2 red balls. No, just sticking with a draw. He is actually. He's got a few yards in it actually.
Not bad.
No, he's played a great
Right
ball.
angle.
He's played a great ball.
Well played.
Well played.
Great ball. Same shot for Paul, mate?
Which hand did he play last time? The ditch hand or the outside? I think he will go down the other. Down the other, sit the ball, turn the jack in for a couple.
He's on about the same man as Chris. Has he got the pace?
No, he's under.
He just hasn't got enough in it.
He's under.
I asked Paul what went wrong in his quarter final. He said he played crap the first set, outstanding the second set, and then the tiebreaker he just played crap again. Because he couldn't wide up what was happening.
Just for future note, man, I think they've got the scoreboard the wrong way around for... No, not us, don't worry. You are like a...
Let's go off like idiots.
Like a leopard there, weren't you, ready to pounce? No, on the Mark Higgins and Colin Stevenson game, I think the board's the wrong way around, because we should have Colin at home. Mark's actually 3-0 up, not Colin.
Decent reply from Paul. Anybody who's tuned in, you're busy watching the World Open Singles Qualifier event taking place at Stanley in County Durham. There is another qualifying event taking place at the same time. It's down at Bromley. You can follow all the latest scores from both events on the New World Bowls Tour website. I think it's www.worldbowlstour.org.
You might be warmed up now. Very close, but I favour yours. My ball's a jack eye. Yours is just half a ball short. This one's a full ball short. Thank you very much, mate.
For all I'm a fan of this inside hand, I'm just wondering whether Paul in this direction might be worth giving that other hand a little switch, because he's cutting under, so he's cutting under that centre line all the time, but then to try and compensate he seems to be just giving that little bit extra.
Yeah.
Just wonder if he switches here, whether he gets a good ball, whether it might make his mind up to continue on it.
Listening to him.
It's on a good line here.
Good line. Not down to pace here. Not a tatey field off here. How's your look? How's your look? How's your look? Oh, my giddy hand. I think Chris might have a little dabble under for the ball, mate, or catch his own blue ball.
Depends how many seconds he's got, I suppose. He's got the little forehand shot where he could run the ball, get the jack. Yeah.
He's gone quick at it.
Oh, didn't want that result.
And an unlucky result. So, same ball as your last, Paul.
Great line.
He's on the line.
Just needs to slow.
Just needs to slow. Might probably dive away all the way through, I think, here.
Falls back on itself, it's got a chance.
So it is. So 5-3. Coming into the 6 of 7 ends.
Majority of the other games are all on about 4 ends, so we'll give an update of the scores in another. Well, after the conclusion of this end, we'll give a roundup. If anyone watching has any particular interest in anyone playing in the qualifiers who aren't on the show ring, please feel free to just drop us a message and we can give you an update if needed.
His order bollocks available by the bucket. Litre.
It's top quality stuff. $4.99 for 100 mils. Guaranteed to have the bees swarming around you.
It's got them orange hazard liquids stickers on the side.
Skull and crossbones.
You drive past them fields, you know, when they put that chemical on. That's what it is. Gives you a good idea.
Great
Try
idea
it
from
Chris. I
Chris.
think he might be unlucky here because
Yes. Maybe.
still one to Paul, I think.
That can be our strapline, can't it? If you want to avoid your enemies, wear the bollocks. They'll come nowhere near you. We'll get him off Father Ted to model it for us. Conor McKinnon's asking how is the better Carswell getting on ring 1. If the scoreboard is right, then he is currently getting beat 6-1 on ring 1 from by Ryan Henderson, local player.
Just needs to run from Paul. You think Chris will have a little dabble again, mate? He's got plenty in.
Is there a double shot on there? That's the.
Looking at maybe he's quick at the middle ball onto the. But then again,
He's
you
got
want to
more
wipe
chance
the
of
back
getting his
one
own.
out,
I think he's got
really.
more chance of cleaning his own out at the
Yeah.
this stage of the set. I think I'll be just trying to play a similar draw to what he's just played.
Well, let us under Paul's last ball to try and bounce the jack. Maybe he's.
Chance down the ditch hand as well if he clears Paul's front ball. Drop his own in if he's not shot.
Yeah. Well, is that the way that hand plays it?
Paul's ball just dropping over there. It's just opened that hand just an inch or two more. Just don't see a great deal of benefit of playing anything weighty here. Worst case scenario, keeps it tight. He's 5-4 up playing the last with last ball in his hand.
I think he's got a little bit on it, not much.
Struggle to get back from there if he's over the pace.
One mate, yeah.
Oh, 5-4. And down to the last end of set number 1.
promised you a little update on the other scores. So we mentioned earlier on John Carswell against Ryan Henson. If the scoreboard's right, then Ryan is 6-1 up after 5 ends, I believe. Rink 2, we've got Lee Collins against Danny Porter, and Lee Collins is 7-0 up after 5. Rink 3, the first set has just been taken by Steve Bennett. Again, if the score, we're relying on the scoreboards being right. Rink 4, we've got Rory Taylor against Reese Vaughan, and that is currently 2-2 after 4. Rink 5, Mr. Higgins, after his unfortunate loss in the final last night. Any worries about him being tired? He's flying at the moment, 7-0 up against Colin Stevenson after 4 ends. Rink 6, we've got Gary McFeeters is currently 3-6 down against Alex Bryden after 4 ends. And there is nobody on Rink 7. First 2 sessions, 7 hasn't been used.
A slap opener from Paul. About 5 feet past that the tee line.
He has switched though, hasn't he? He's switched to this inside hand now. This doesn't look like a bad line coming in. Is he reaching? Not quite. Good morning again to Mike from Aberystwyth.
Just give you a quick idea where Paul's first and went.
Good line again here from Paul. Pace dependent again, he'll get most of it.
Pace is better this time.
He's got a strong bias ball, it will get back down. Just over the pace.
Gap between my ball and the jack. 8 inches. Yeah.
So, I think if Chris drops this in a couple of feet short, it's going to make, although I don't think it's going to change Paul's shot.
He's on a good line here, Chris. He's on a really good line. His pace isn't a million miles away neither.
Just wanted to sit out.
Yeah, that's a great ball. Great ball.
Just needs to run.
Yeah, he's not quite up.
That's what we use. We use Switcher.
Yeah.
You can now use Score multi-streamer to Facebook and YouTube.
All right.
The router, well, obviously we're not using our router at the minute. We're using Stanley's Super Duper Booster. The router that we use is 2 seconds.
BT Open races get. do, we just stick a SIM in it.
Oh, right, okay.
It's a gift card SIM.
Gift card sim.
Because you can get, it's like 20 quid
Oh, right.
for 100 meg a month, 100 gig a month.
That's right, isn't it? Thanks for that.
Only one? Yeah.
Good start of this end. Chris currently holding. Good morning, Mo. And we've got Elizabeth Robertson, who's just found our site. She's now streaming. As well as the streaming, we've got 42, is it now? 42 podcasts on there with something like that.
Yeah.
Some of the stars of the game came on and had a chat with us and talked all things bowls.
If you can sleep, it's an ideal thing.
Especially the ones that was just me and Richie. If you find them ones, you'll be out like a light. Better than night nurse.
Great effort from Chris.
Yeah, well played, Chris.
Well
Great
played.
ball. Ross Peacock just asking who won the first set. Apologies for that, Ross. We're just updating that now. Chris won the first set. Good morning, Sandra.
And as if by magic, a little one appears. Well, I'll be surprised if Paul's up on the double at that, mate. Plant's got to be good.
Yeah. He's going down the 400, so he must be. Got to go quick down the sand because it does cut. It's close with it. Very close.
You're going to get the plant. Oh, you got half it. Oh, what's the chances of halving that out? Oh. So no chance for Chris to get off to a flyer in the second set.
So same ball again for Chris Reddy. He could wrap this right in if he can.
Well, down to pace.
He doesn't want to make it any bigger. I think he's drawn a point, but he's going to make this a bit of a bigger target. It's not too bad. It's
Not bad at all, mate, considering it's the last ball of the end.
Is it? Oh, excellent. Fantastic ball, Chris.
You're just making it bigger, mate.
I mean, for all you made the target bigger, obviously it made no difference because Paul didn't have a ball. Back to sleep, dearie. That's my first mistake of the morning, though. I've been pretty good with my shot selection so far.
Yeah, you've done well, mate.
Anne Lenny says, morning Bonnie lads. You must have added an extra S on there because there's only one Bonnie lad here. Anne. You want to smell his feet? It isn't Bonnie. It's better than smelling salts.
Those lads from Optica Media are still recovering.
I
think if Paul gets beat here, he's going to rip our shirt up, mate.
Potentially.
Can't use as a cloth. It'll be like when Beckham tripped over the Argentinian and got sent off. He burned it in the middle of the streets of Blackwell. Effigy of you.
I don't think he's ever won in this shirt, has he?
No. Great line here, Paul.
Ah, well played. Great ball.
Oh.
He might have had a mare of a result again there. Well, again, I apologise if I get this pronunciation wrong, but I believe it's René Grobler de Lang. Be interested to know if you're watching from France or Belgium. Thanks for watching.
Shot, please. Your shot. This is all I'll pop you out. This one's about 4 inches through.
Well, the message there from Mr. Richards there on YouTube. YouTube's in red, comments, mate.
Ah,
Facebook in blue.
technical.
I thought I'd actually disabled the comments on YouTube because we used to get them adult dating channels and them adverts that you used to keep posting.
I like them, all right. Just thought others might.
Going under your one of many profiles.
My first mistake of the weekend.
Oh.
You on the stream later.
Thank you very much, sir.
Even wear your own stickers, look.
Beautiful.
Waldorf and Stadler.
We've started our own new Wrong Buyer shopping challenge now, isn't it? You know,
Yeah.
the products we've come up with this morning.
Yeah. Very close here, Chris.
Great
well
ball,
played.
Chris. Great ball.
I have to say he's playing well, like.
He is indeed. There will be many a Christmas stocking full with Wrong Buyers podcast products this year, I'll tell you. It's the Christmas product to buy, especially the aftershave.
We're not back to that, are we?
Yeah. Can I give it away?
It's like his book.
That comes complimentary with every product. Get the sales up. South Africa, René. Thanks for letting us know. Great ball, Paul. Well played.
And well done to the cameraman for dancing around them cameras there.
Got quite a few people who have just discovered our site this morning. Whether that's a good thing or bad thing for them, but they're certainly woken them up on a Sunday morning. But
I think it's this morning. It's probably aired on RedTube.
RedTube.
please feel free to share. Let your bowling colleagues know that we are here. We had over 15,000 viewing yesterday. People dropping in and out, watching throughout the day.
I'm dropping off.
I noticed it peaked later on. There must have been a change of
Commentary, yes, that's right, yeah.
Or whatever.
Do you need the wheelchair today, or can you stand?
I'll tell you after my first couple of balls.
Well, actually, I have seen an Asda trolley
Yes, someone bought it out
side
of
the
trolley
bar
in, didn't they?
with coke, so we could stick you in, mate, because it's got the bench seats in it as well.
I'm thinking of popping in and seeing if they've got some of them trainers the kids wear with the wheels in the bottom.
Oh,
the wheelies.
Heelys,
Heelys, aye. I'll heely up the green.
Oh, that would be a sight,
God, aye.
wouldn't it? And I'll have WWF on standby.
Speeding cameras. Another speeding ticket for you.
You'll have the World Wrestling Federation on standby. What's all that about? Mo Mosley's asking if our products are free with postage and packaging.
18 inches. How far is the nearest carriage shore?
Well, they might have done Sunday roast today. It's them pies again.
The pies. God bless them.
God, we want to bless him.
Try it from Chris.
Underneath.
Just going to flick the ball over.
Underneath. See how we nominated that shot yesterday, but about what?
3 inches away.
You're still saying trying and looking at it.
Probably stopped.
He's one of these on the green, and he waits until the ball's about 3 millimetres away
Jack.
from the jack and shouts Jack as loud as he can. Get away. You were never going to miss.
Good line from
Paul needs a clear road.
Will he drop?
He needs a clear. That's a great ball.
Oh.
Well played.
Too.
Might go for these.
I'll do as well.
I think he might be addressing his head.
Down the backhand, do you think?
To be honest, I don't think he's going to bother, is he? He's just going to lash it.
Yep.
Oh, that looks
Tight. Got to be tight.
Playing with Tiger 15s. Oh, God.
Well, little dabble on the white, mate. Just to take the play away.
I don't know if he'll be able to get the line to the jack with that blue ball. He's always going to be coming under it.
Last time
If he can
was
get
in
round
a
it.
position like this, he lost a 3 because Chris just.
Oh, he doesn't
did
want
too
this
well.
ball. He does not want to get this ball.
He needs to catch it on the edge.
Oh, he's one down here. Oh, he's got away with that. He's just looked at this and he knew what he was doing. All part of the master plan.
Well, Chris is debating what to play. We'll give you just a quick update because there's a few of the sets have been sorted. Ryan Renson took the first set against John Carswell. Lee Collins took the first set against Danny Porter. Steve Bennett took the first set against Chris Bradley. Rhys Vaughans took the first set against Rory Taylor. Now I don't know what they're doing on ring 5. I think
Mark.
actually Mark is now home, is he?
Has he? They must have switched it around, yeah.
So Collins,
No, they haven't switched it around. They've left it the way it was. Mark won the first set comfortably, so they've obviously got the board the
right,
wrong
so
way around.
Mark's won the first set and Alex Bryden won the first set against Gary McFetus, but I think Gary has just picked up the 3.
Well, Chris has had a long deliberation about this, and he's playing over the strength again.
He looks under to me.
Cuts quick when it goes.
Looking for the second choice if he can get it. Oh,
2 to Paul.
right.
Parity. 3's apiece after 3 ends. For those who like to listen to our podcast, which I know is Jason Parkinson sitting behind us, he never misses
Never
one.
misses one.
We will be recording another one hopefully next week, and we'll have a recap of the National Championships and the Commonwealth Games, and we've got a special little guest on who I arranged down at Leamington who will announce closer to the time. Well, I'm not going to tell you that, it's spoil the surprise.
That's at least I'm going to sleep next week. I love what you do a podcast. You get to bed.
That's what we've just said.
Struggling to sleep. Did you say that?
We've just said it's
Fell
better.
asleep behind you.
It's better than night nurses.
Not a dolphins we're talking.
Behind you.
We said especially the ones where it's just me and Richie.
So where can I go for 15 minutes just to escape people? So I thought, well, I know. I'll come and sit behind you two.
Some people have like relaxing whale music and
Oh, it
seaside.
drives me batty, that. Oh, it drives me batty.
Just stick around by his podcast on. Out like a light.
You can tell it's Sunday. I've just popped outside for some fresh air. There's a load of nuns walking by with it.
Well, around here.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
One had a washing machine on her head, so I'm going to call her systematic.
Oh, you are having a laugh. Have you come all the way over here to give us that rubbish?
Ka-ching.
And you're calling our podcast?
Yes, and ka-ching.
Eh, my word. That is the worst.
Is Colin Walker listening because he enjoyed your joke yesterday?
That's the worst opportunity to come and plug a rubbish joke I've ever seen in my life. Your Wales one was good yesterday, though, I've got to say.
It's like that.
Yeah. It was good, that one.
Not my fun fair.
That'll be fun fair.
Hey, look. I've been found today. I can't hide anywhere. Even behind you too.
When we're talking about the podcast there, I've just come up with another marketing thing, mate. Pregnancy tapes.
Pregnancy tapes?
Yeah.
How does that work?
A tape full of our podcasts while women's in labour. That would work a treat. Because they'd be...
They wouldn't need the gas and air.
As if we're not going through enough without having to listen to you two.
Painkillers.
As if we're not going through enough, and now we've got Gillian and Jason next to us.
You can't speak that yet. I'm deaf in that one. Can't speak that one. You're still in the wrong gear. Go on.
Well done, a piercing from Chris.
Oh, right, okay. I'll come over.
Always not bad.
Somewhere.
Just not getting by. Made second though. Sometimes I forget there's a balls game on.
We just go for a chat. Well down to Pierce, Paul. And you get by. Can you get by? Oh my giddy.
Crack and have it. It's amazing how that always happens, isn't it? You drop a couple of balls short and everything starts to draw to it. 2, 4, 6 great balls, all in a pack, but all 18 inches short of the jack. Jack's just behind Paul's back ball there. Probably see the little chalk mark on it. Nothing but a draw for Chris.
Wide. I don't know who's Pierce. I think he's shy.
Sam's asking what other qualifiers we're covering. So we're making our jolly old way down the M5, is it? The Solihull? Something like that? I don't know. So we're doing Solihull. And potentially Carlisle. Have we got any others?
We'll have to dig out the list.
We hope to try and cover a couple of others, but unfortunately we both have the unfortunate thing of having to go to work as well, so we can't always cover everything.
I might try and pick a couple out.
Maybe the Hartley Pool pairs, potentially the World Open pairs. Hartley Pools, local to us.
Oh my god. Wow. We've got Solihull on the 22nd and 23rd.
We have, yeah.
Well, mate, you never know. You never know. Right. Seeing as we'll let them down up there, we might.
We try our best to cover what we can, but like I say, we do this in our own time and just to try and promote the sport. So we are a little bit restricted at times.
The beauty of the Stanley Club is that they've got a natural booster to their Wi-Fi within the club, which means we do get a good signal. So anybody who's thinking about streaming anything, just check your Wi-Fi, do a speed test on your Wi-Fi. To get a decent stream, you'll need 3 meg. It's just to get a 720 quality upload. You download it, doesn't really matter. It's your upload that you're looking for. And Davey just glazed over when I was talking that.
Yeah, technology. You should see my eyes glaze over when they're talking about Excel at work. I've done the course and all, I still haven't got a clue. Paul needs to hang on here. Might get to the inside of the ball. And he has.
Well.
Yep, good stuff. Right in the balance this set.
Big end
Chris
for
is-
Paul this, because I think he needs a couple, you know, with Chris
I like the sport. My last ball's
winning the first set. I think
last ball.
Paul needs to be 3 up going in the last end.
The sport, I'm 1 down the sport.
Chris is having a look at another little dabble down here, I think, running through the ball, asking about the spot. I think he might forehand run this, jack in the ditch or ball clean.
Yep, he's having a dabble at it. I think he's tight.
He's got the inside of Paul's, which will
Close
help.
to his own.
No, he's got his
He's
own, yeah,
nominated
right.
himself, walking up.
Yep. And it's 3 down.
Now then. Has that just lost him this set? Ball to come. Ball each.
Still early doors, isn't it? 3 hands, including this one to play. If you can just cut it down to a 1 at best, or better still draw the shot. What do you think here? Down the back, down the ditch side for Paul. Try and tuck that jack round the corner. Well, he's on a great line. Just over the pace, so he's rolling up to the back. Oh, he's just dropped off. Just dropped off.
Looking for an insurance job in there.
I thought he might have just gone in tight again there. There's not a great deal on with the runner for Chris. I would have been trying to put him under a bit of pressure on him.
So what do you think, mate? Is he just going to draw it?
Yeah, he's going quick again. He's on a slightly better line. He's going to get one of them, I think.
His other one
Oh,
out.
he hasn't. He's got his other again. 3.
Not sure what's happening, boys.
Yeah, 2 runners. Took his own ball out twice.
Thanks for the comment, Sam. Yeah, it would be great if clubs could bang their head together and try and look at this as being obviously a great way to promote the sport. We just love what we do, and some might wonder why we just talk a load of rubbish, but that's all we've ever said from the day one. We've always just said we're here to talk about the sport, promote it the best way we can. Anybody doesn't like it, switch off.
Viewing figures have dropped dramatically now that you said
It's
that.
just gone from 147 to 30. There's a volume button there.
That's right. Put the captions on. Put the
Oh,
subtitles
yeah,
on.
turn the sound down and watch the captions. You will not have a clue what we're talking about, because the subtitles just do not understand us at all.
Slanderous, some of the comments. Good start there from Chris.
Yeah.
Just needs to run here, Paul.
Sam says, I watch it on mute, but the picture's great. Thanks, Sam. I wish I could argue and say I don't blame you, but another cracking ball here from Chris. Good morning, Jackie. How are you?
Morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good, good. Thank
Fine.
you.
How are you?
Good, good.
Thank you. Hot line for us yesterday.
Did you watch the stream?
Yes.
Yeah, she had better things to do.
We've got Jackie Henderson in our little box. You might be able to see her on the screen there. She's the headline sponsor of the Scottish Open. That was qualified for yesterday. Those who weren't watching, Jack Bird managed to win the final against Mark Higgins in a very entertaining match. Did you enjoy the first 17 minutes of the semi-final, Jackie?
Oh,
Because I don't know if you heard, but
Well, it was a
Richie
bit
forgot to go
silent.
live.
It was a bit silent, actually.
yeah, no, it is. You make
We thought we'd both gone deaf, so Mally was checking his hearing aid.
You know, you do one mistake every hour and people pick you up on it.
Did you hear my good one this morning?
Oh,
When I
did
tried to
hear
say it
that one? What did you try to say?
slightly shorter. I got the S and the H a little bit muddled. Let's just say we can't repeat what I accidentally said.
Well,
Oh dear.
big blow for Paul here. This will be 2 down.
Anyway, would you guys like a drink?
No, I'm good, thank you.
I'm all right, Jack. Thank you.
Okay.
Our waitress Parkinson's kept us fed and watered this
Needs to
morning.
run. Needs to run and catch
Catches
the
his
ball.
own. He's not quite, I don't think. Might still be 2.
Local.
Local.
Oh, what's Chris going to do here, mate? Big wide draw?
Yeah, I think so.
Could play an absolute Nicky Brett shot that you and get a 4.
Tell you what, he's on a smoking line. If his pace is good, he's very close.
Oh, my giddy hands.
Oh, what a line that was.
For 2 or for a foot, maybe he's on that line. 2.
2.
So,
Set still right in the balance. Chris just needing a 2 for the tie, having won the first set. How's Mr. Levers this morning, Jay? Is he
He's good,
okay?
He's tired, he didn't sleep well.
Did he not? Cold last night.
It was chilly. Just been talking to young Charlie Benz this morning, who's looking forward to try and make it to Potters again this year.
Definitely. He had a good game. There was a good battle against David Sykes this morning, where David came out on top. Good result for Dave.
good opener by Chris there.
Yeah, cracking start. He's a character, Charlie, isn't
He's a nice lad.
he? He is.
Funny. Very funny.
Oh, and there's a reply now from Mr. Hartley.
Ah, it's a great ball. Well played. That certainly tightened things up for a 2. See you later.
Just looking the yard. We've pulled the lock on this back blue one, mate. That's going to make Chris's life a little bit difficult.
He's under the line. He's under the line. But worst case, he's going to get the spot. He's got the
He's
left
beat
spot
that
covered.
short one, so that's knocking around, isn't it?
too quick to get back down here. I think he doesn't want to flick that ball in neither.
No.
He's still got a chance. I think Paul's just got to try and drift by that ball and get Chris's back blue ball.
How far's Chris's second shot behind? Second one's 4.5 feet through. No, his second shot. Sorry, it's short of a foot.
I think that's the key. Get to that ball. On a better line here.
Just needs to pass.
He's gone to split the two balls. Thought he might have tried to draw right tight into that blue ball that's about 8-10 inches behind, because if Chris manages to draw this jack, he's going to have a nightmare shot to get out of trouble. Don't know if that's what he was trying to do, but I wouldn't fancy Paul's next shot if Chris manages to play this.
Yeah.
And it will be to save the match as well. Well, ball's away. He ain't on a bad line.
Good line. I think we might have a bit of a tail on it. Just got
Right.
Just to get it.
So, tie break.
I think this is the first tie break on the end ring yet. Oh, is it? I don't think.
Yeah,
we
there
had
was
one yesterday.
didn't Jason and Jack. Jason and Jack not go to a tiebreaker.
You're probably right. Probably wrong again.
Didn't Mark and Gary McFaders go to a tiebreaker?
It's just full of tie breaks, this ring. Out else.
Were you actually streaming this yesterday?
Anybody watches it, I'm sure there was 3 or 4.
Dawn's asking when the Hartlepool qualifiers, the World Open Pairs qualifiers at Hartlepool, is on Saturday the 15th of October, Dawn. So if you don't bring us scones there is no excuse, and we'll not be talking to you either of you ever again. I don't want to be picky, but if you could do cheese scones and cherry scones, that would be lovely. Chuck a couple of rock buns in there as well if you want. Pork pies, anything you like, really. Steady opener from Paul, 18 inches.
Just trying to get an angle to show you where Chris's first ball went.
This is a better ball from Chris. Better ball from Chris. Forgot himself there. He's followed his second ball up, which technically you're supposed to ask permission to do, but I always think in the tiebreaker it's not the end of the world.
Cracking line here from Paul.
Oh, he's close. Just needs a break now and he's perfect.
Oh, well played.
Yep, great ball. I think we might be seeing a few fireworks here.
Just let you see where Chris's first ball went.
Backhand runner. Jack in the ditch.
Yeah, you're right, mate.
He ain't a mile away. He ain't a mile away.
The old stun follow through.
Oh, you might have made that, you know.
That looks shot from here.
I think he might have made that. He has as well. Chris Ly's shot. There'd have been a right scrap on there if he'd said no. Paul just asking if he could go up and have a look.
Just give you a quick update while Paul's walking back. The John Carswell, Ryan Henson game has gone into a tie-break. Well, Paul's looking to follow Chris's ball down.
It's underneath to me.
It hasn't gone yet.
It's gone now.
It's gone now.
Just while we're watching, there's an interesting conclusion in the Mr. Higgins and Colin Stevenson game here. It's, Colin has fought back well in the second set and he's 6-4 up playing the last end, but he's currently 3 down at the head. Mark, who, for those who've joined us, got to the final of the Scottish qualifier last night. Should we be looking for a similar run today?
What do you think Chris is going to do here, mate? I think he's got all bases covered. I think Paul's only shot is to try to get the delicate lift on his own ball.
Possibly try and block this, do you think?
I think that's what it is, because that's probably just going to get past the flag here.
Yeah, he is. He's just trying to block the runner. Is he going to bend enough?
I think
It's not the worst ball in the world, that might.
puts a bit of doubt in your mind, doesn't it? Will I get back?
It's making Paul having to play a quicker ball, isn't it? Because he ain't going to get back going round the ball, and he ain't going to hold enough with a yard of pace under it neither. So it's a really good ball from Chris there, actually. I've got a feeling Paul might go down the other hand and try and draw this.
Yeah. I kind of see him lifting the blue ball out without lifting the white.
No, I've got a feeling.
Yeah, Mark Higgins has won that. Got that. Got a 4 in the last end.
He may go for the draw here, and I think he has. Oh, Alex has just stepped across the rink there when Paul was just about to bowl. Not great timing, considering he's on the rink 2 rinks away. Well, line looks fair, but he's quick, I think.
He's quick, yeah.
Yeah, can't say that was ideal from 2 rinks away to be halfway across the other rink. Caught up in the moment sometimes.
Quickly run through them other scores while as you playing here. John Carswell won the first tie break against Ryan Henson. Lee Collins beat Danny Porter. Steve Bennett beat Chris Bradley. Rhys Vaughan beat Rory Taylor. Mark Higgins beat Colin Stevenson. Gary McFetus, who reached the quarterfinals yesterday. He and Alex Bryden are going into tiebreaker. And you are currently watching the second end of the tiebreaker between Paul Hartley and Chris Carswell, and Chris just landed the first one.
Thanks for the comments, Ian. Little call out there for Macduff Bowling Club in Aberdeen, Aberdeenshire. Yeah, that is our ultimate aim, to bring sport to new players of any age. All we hope is that you enjoy what we do, enjoy the coverage, and please feel free to tell as many people as you like. Plenty of platforms to be able to watch the balls when we do cover it. YouTube, Facebook, and on our website as well.
Paul.
Great.
He had a grab.
Great ball, Paul.
Well played.
Great. Great ball.
Chris will go down the ditch and
it's under the line from here.
Got a bit pace in it, mate.
Yeah, he has.
Going to get a cut. He just about
He's
played
hung,
this.
he's
eh?
hung it. He's absolutely hung it.
he's-
I thought that looked as if it was going to cut right away, but it didn't have hung with that extra pace.
Oh, Paul's looking for a high line drift.
That's copyrighted, that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's one of them balls, isn't it?
It's,
Hey, just look at Paul's face. That's one of them balls.
that's Jordan Pickford in between the posts. Penalty coming up. Paul walking past, just asking if he can lie in front of the head. Yeah. 2 balls to come. I don't think he'd be messing about with this. Jack clean, game over.
Oh, Alex Bryan's just pulled his cough drop there on the tie break to get out of trouble against McFetus. And John Carswell's got home against Ryan Ensign.
Well, I thought he might have gone a touch quicker than that. That's not. I was going to say that's not the worst result in the world, but his back ball's gone off. Still leaves Paul with a decision to make. How does he change this? Just talking about this sort of thing this morning. It's one of the few sports, if I can't think of many others, where you've got absolutely no control over your destiny. Paul's completely in control of the head, lying 2. He just needs to change this somehow to take this running ball off Chris. A good line. Yeah, not the worst. Be interesting to know who's got that side spot.
Just as if anything but wide. Well, he could actually afford to go a little bit wide.
I think
although he can't really.
I think he'll go quicker. Because even if he goes quick and gets through the jack, if he clears the back ball off, his own touches should follow through. And he's still trying that timing pace. He is closer this time.
Two balls.
Yeah, he's got the ball right. 1 to Paul, going to the last. Had 2 cracking games this morning.
Nice to see that I'd shake hands there.
Yeah.
For all everybody's competitive. It's a very sportsman game.
And he's brought the mat up just to test your cameramanship.
Oh, Chris, what you doing to us? Now then, has he lost it?
He has.
He has lost it. I think he was going to try to ditch that.
Do you think?
He has quite literally ditched the jack now, like, but I think he was going to try and ditch that. Because Jason tried it yesterday, you know.
Did he?
Yeah. And he sliced it.
Oh, he did. He put it right in the corner.
Right
I saw
in
it,
the
yeah.
corner.
Yeah, I saw it.
Now, I reckon this is going to go about a short 3/4, and because Paul has played it canny, the ditch sand.
He's going short. He's gone short.
Yeah, I think that's about his length that he had a bit of a run. I'm not surprised by that at all.
Not quite over here, Chris, I don't think. Deceiving angle, but that's about a yard short.
Paul's gone on this hand. He's a bit sticky on this hand.
Looks a good line to me. Pierce isn't too far away neither.
Told you was sticky.
Yeah, good call, Mackay. Good
Told
call.
you was sticky. Told you
Great
was sticky.
ball. What a ball that is.
What a call from Mackay.
No, it's not a touch, Jan.
I think you'll be ripping this. Get rid of it as early as possible, do you think?
Don't know. Do you know?
Yep.
Is
he's
your
going early.
nomination to kill it your last ball?
Oh, he's close. No, that's opened it up.
Come on, mister, what's the rule on that?
Last end of the tiebreak, you nominate a kill any time, can't you?
Any time.
I'm sure you can, yeah.
It's a touch. Oh, well, I was going to say he looked a touch wide, but he's coming down now.
Paul will be hoping you commentate on every one of his balls, mate.
I tell you what. I can hear Chris telling us to shut up.
Well, I'm going to call this one, and I think that's tight.
Alex Bryden beat Gary McFetus on the tiebreaker.
Oh, he hasn't. I thought he was going to get a thin off his front ball there. So, Paul is in pole position. Regardless of what happens, Paul's going to have one ball to be able to remove Chris's if he does draw close. Another one in the mix. So, all down to this. Well, that's a better line. It's certainly a better line than his last.
Is he up?
Has he pushed?
Don't think he's
No,
pushed.
he's not up.
Oh,
He ain't up. And a win to Mr. Hartley.
well done, Paul.
Great battle.
Cracking little game. So that's another one over with. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. Thanks for watching. Like I say, comfort break, 5 minutes, folks.